Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. Okay, so first things first. This was at CPI high from back on December the 13th, a week ago. We had seen a number of CPIs mark lows in the market. Most predominantly, this one right here, back on October the 13th. And what we've seen is these areas get rejected. So you got one here, and become lows. Now we have seen for the first time it become a high, and that has certainly been rejected. So you got 5 straight red days. We cut through, back on the 15th, we cut through every major moving average on this daily chart, beginning at the 200 all the way down through the 50. That stuff was maintained on Friday as resistance, and now we are riding the lower Bollinger Band, and we've come in as far as 38.03 half. The bears in this scenario, they are in control of this tape on short, intermediate, and a long-term basis right now. As long as we are below the 200-day exponential moving average, this is a sell rallies market. It just is. It is a sell rallies market that is living below the ultimate delineator. I mean, and the thing I would remind everybody out there is, we spent years, literally years, I'm not exaggerating, if you've been around for any period of time, we've spent years above the 200-day exponential moving average. I mean, it had been 2, 3, 4 years since we had even touched it back, 2012, the entire ramp up. Now we've spent not an entire year, but portions of a year below it, which is, we spent the majority of the year below it, actually. We took it out, we took it out for real in what was that, April? Yeah. We took it out for real in April, and we've really, except for a few days here in August, and a couple days here, November, December, we've spent the entire year below the 200-day exponential. It's just, it's what we've done. So, hourly chart, and it's just, here's your CPI. FOMC rejected as well. Your pre-FOMC price 40.83 half, and it's really just been steady down from there. So we had two big unknowns that needed to get sorted, and they were sorted. And now that it's kind of out in the open, the market is very comfortable in. It's not. What I was about to say was the market was very comfortable in going down. I'm not sure the market's super comfortable going down. What I do know is that the market is super uncomfortable putting money to work on the long side. Because what you're not seeing is, oh my God, we're going down, get me the hell out, sell it all, risk off to the floor. You're not seeing that. That's not what's happening here. You are seeing a fairly orderly, a very, very orderly taking of long-term profits. You really are. I mean, that's what it is. And people put money to work mid-year. I think you caught people leaning to the upside on the CPI. And that's kind of come in. If people were hearing jingle bells up here and they got it wrong, get me out. Maybe it's the Fed. No, it's not. Okay. Nope. Little consolidation here. And the bears continue to win these consolidations, right? To the downside. This nasty little thing right here was Bank of Japan last night. And they basically round-tripped that move. So as we come into today, you got VWAP sitting at 38.30. Hourly mid sitting 38.38. Proprietary moving average just above at 42. The bears want to keep that hourly mid band as resistance. It's been fairly well behaved, especially in the regular session. It was yesterday. Yesterday for us, it was literally a one setup day. we were short against 83. We took a couple of trades, and then we took the one that stuck, and we were in it basically the entirety of the day. We took a 40 handle runner late in the day, and we called it a day. And look, the week before, the week before Christmas, the first going into the second day of Hanukkah and heading for the new year, things are going to slow down. You need to take your opportunities as they come. It's not going to grind to a halt at all. Every day is going to have an opportunity to get your handles. Like, this is not, this is not an environment where you're going to see, oh, we had a 7 handle RTH range. The week between Christmas and New Year's really sucks, so I'm going to go take a nap. Look, it's not that. Every year I get those emails. Is the market going to go to sleep in December? No, it's not. It's done it once in the last 6 years. That's it. One time. And then, I'm not a big believer in the, don't trade December, because what I find is when you totally take your eye off the market, you're not ready to go in January. And January is always one of the best months to trade. Maybe not the first week of January, but then it usually gets rolling. And that's one where you're going to want to have, you're going to want to have your batter's eye, so to speak, when it's time to go. What the back end of December does mean to us is that we're just being very opportunistic and we're done. I mean, we're not chasing performance. We made all of our metrics months ago. We're just going ahead and taking what the market gives us, trying to have, a fairly relaxing holiday, and not kidding ourselves into thinking this market is dead, but not trying to overtrade it like crazy. I mean, there's a fine line there. But it's, yesterday was good. We'll see what today brings. But the hourly mid-band is going to be key. Hourly mid-band is going to be key. I would not be surprised if at some point during the day we are trading something with a 37 on it. There's just so much weight on the top of this market. It is very, very heavy, and band rides love to lift, get rejected in the morning, and then drain into lows as the afternoon wears on. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Come check out the room. Come check out the room. It's a whole other world, and we'll teach you how to do this stuff. We'll make you a better trader. Take care. I'll talk to everybody tomorrow.